This is our NGN stock market game. So my name is Vinyak Vadoothker. I'm a junior at Mission San Jose High School. I'm also the international treasurer for NGN. I'm also part of international events, and I'm also the Fremont product designer.
My name is Maanav Kyabarsi. I'm a junior at Mission San Jose High School. I'm part of NGN International Events, and I'm the NGN Fremont Treasurer. Our other partner, Abhirup Dasgupta, he's also a junior at Mission San Jose High School, and he's also an NGN Fremont Secretary. He couldn't make it today because of Wi-Fi problems. So
So
the stocks we've invested in over the last few months. Our first one is WPX Energy. WPX Energy is a company engaged in hydrocarbon exploration. It was merged with Devon Corporation recently. Its primary focus is to find and produce oil and natural gas in ways that are safe, ethical, and environmentally and socially responsible. An additional focus of it is promoting women empowerment and leadership, with 27% of the current board being women and presenting job opportunities to minorities, with 19% of the current workforce being minority groups. We invested in this company because we felt that it would align a lot with our values.
so here are our investments in WPX. We invested 100 shares originally at 4.55 per share. It's about 455. This was invested on September 24th, 2020. Currently, it's at $9.43 per share, so we've gained up to $943, and this was an unrealized gain of 107.48%.
You mean you lost? I mean, I'm sorry. Can you go back?
No, we gained. Yeah.
So what is it? Minus 107%. Yeah, you gain. I understand that. You just almost double. Why it says negative 107?
No, no, this is a dash.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. Sorry. My bad. Bye.
Go ahead, Manav.
Our next company is Tesla. Tesla is a company focused on electric vehicles and promoting clean energy. Its primary focus is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, and it does this by developing a variety of products, including the power wall, the power pack, and solar roof.
So here are investments in Tesla. We have invested 23 shares. Initially, we invested 10 shares, and then we made a second investment of 13 shares. Our first trade was at $442.37 per share. So this came out to about $4,423.65. Our second trade was $758.87 per share. This cost us $9,865.37 per share. These are invested on multiple occasions. Right now, the current price is at $880.02 for a total of $20,240.46, and our unrealized gain was 70.6%.
Our next company is Nurix Therapeutics. This one's a biotechnological company that's focused on discovering drugs that harness the body's natural process to control protein levels. And their key values were breakthrough innovation, leadership, accountability, zealousness, and excellence, which we felt aligned with our personal values, which is why we invested in this one.
So our investments in Nurix, we invested 200 shares at $30.49 per share. This came out to about $6,098. This was invested on September 22nd, 2020. Currently, the price is at $40.24. This is about $8,048, and we gained about 31.98%.
Our next company is Apple. Apple is a multinational technology company that develops and sells electronic computer software and online services. Its values were accessibility, education, environment, inclusion and diversity, privacy, and supplier responsibility. So Apple is also part of the Connect IED initiative, and it's pledged already $100 million to teaching and learning solutions to 114 undeserved schools, donating Apple products to every student, teacher, and classroom. It's focused on using recycled and renewable materials for their products and packaging, and it plans to transition entirely over to renewable energy by 2030. 53% of its new hires are from historically underrepresented groups in tech, including women and people who identify as Black, Hispanic, Native American, Native Hawaiian, and other Pacific Islanders. And 36% of new Apple hires are women, with them promoting women in the workplace and focusing on women empowerment.
So our investments in Apple, we invested 30 shares, initially 20 shares, and a second investment of 10 shares. Our first trade was at $111.23 per share. This came out to $2,224.60. Our second trade was at $128.22 per share. This came out to $1,282.20. This was invested on multiple occasions. Currently, the price of Apple is at $132.05 per share. So this is about $3,961.05. This gained us about 12.5%.
Our final company is Fitbit. Fitbit is an American consumer electronics and fitness company, and it develops products aimed at helping people to stay motivated and improving their health by tracking their activity, exercise, food, weight, and sleep. So Fitbit has been trying to reduce waste by reusing resources, by incorporating recycled and responsibly sourced materials, eliminating single-use plastics, and improving product repairability and recyclability. It's reducing pollution by using safer chemistry, using less fresh water, and switching to renewable energy and reducing energy consumption.
So we invested 3,000 shares into Fitbit, initially 2,000 shares, and then a second investment of 1,000 shares. Our first trade was at $6.57 per share. This came out to $13,135. Our second trade was at $7 per share. This came out to $6,995. These were invested on multiple occasions. Currently, the price of Fitbit is at $6.97 per share, so that came out to $20,910 right now, and this was a gain of 3.8%. So our portfolio growth and loss is up next. So our portfolio growth and losses in total was a total equity of $108,802.29. So this net equity gain and loss is $8,802.29. This percent return was an 8.8%. And on the left, you can see our chart for the past month. So our portfolio was able to grow throughout the challenge, which was the main focus. Next, we have the portfolio growth and losses compared to market average. So as you can see, compared to the S&P 500, right now, as of today, we are right along with the S&P 500. We're not above or below. They're at 8.8%, and we're also at that. So our portfolio performed the same as the average market. So next, I want to talk about environmentally friendly investments. Over 50% of our investments were in environmentally friendly companies. Was a main focus going through into the challenge. And the reason for this was we believe that if we could align our values along with the companies, then we'd be able to not only make the greatest gains, but also give back to our community.
So why should we be given another 100,000? Well, we should be entrusted with another $100,000 because we were able to bring gains throughout the challenge. We have an entire year of experience under our belts, and our focus is on finding sustainable, environmental friendly companies that we can capitalize on throughout the competition.
So next I want to talk about our biggest gain. This is going to be coming from WPX Energy, where we gained 107.48% throughout the challenge. It wasn't our biggest investment at first, but we were able to realize that we were going to gain a lot throughout this company, so we were able to pump more money into it and then gain more from it. So next I want to talk about our biggest loss. Our biggest loss came from VIR Biotechnology, where we lost 34.9%. We realized this loss early into the competition, and we were able to do research into it and get out before we lost more money. And this was a main learning focus of our competition, because we realized there were some companies that we couldn't bet all our money into, and we'd have to move on from to create the most gains for us.
So what have we learned from this competition? Well, we learned that many companies are now invested in renewable energy and renewable resources. The stock market can be unpredictable and not go as expected. And while we did incur some losses, we were able to strategically gain in other stocks as well, overall balancing out our losses. Now, more stock market oriented, we learned that we shouldn't limit ourselves to popular namesake companies, and we should be open to all types of companies, which was where Nurix came into play. We learned to do our research before investing. We didn't do our research before, and we incurred a huge loss, as Vin just covered. But after doing our research, we learned from that, and we moved on. And we learned not to place all our money on one card and to keep it spread out.
So now I'd like to talk about our roles throughout the competition. Maanav, go ahead.
My role was basically a researcher, presentation editor, and I was an inquirer.
I was the lead for our competition, doing most of the investments, and then the presentation editing, and then I also did our most research. And we also have Abhirup, who wasn't able to make it today. He did a lot of our research as well, and then he was able to invest throughout the competition as well. I'd like to thank you for listening to our presentation. Um, Next
Yeah,
slide. Yeah.
very nice, very nice presentation. So, Fitbit, what do you think it has a its growth potential?
So personally, I think that Fitbit is a great company to be invested in, especially as we're now, most of us are staying home and a lot of us are able to gain our exercise through walking. Gyms aren't open, and Fitbit is an activity tracker, so there's a lot of growth potential in that company. What I really don't like about it is there are other you have like your phone nowadays, and many people want to be compatible with their phone, so they're switching towards like Apple Watches as well or Galaxy Watches, which may serve as a competition for them and may incur losses.
So, where is what's your investment style? I mean, you have invested in a variety of stocks, which I like it. You
So
have
our investment strategy is all about diversity. We uh, do our initial research investment. We have the namesake companies like Tesla, Apple, Amazon, the ones you hear in the news, which are important to us as well. But we also try to go and find the ones that not only align with our views, but align with competition, growth, and gain losses as well. And from there, we narrow down to the ones that we believe are a best fit for us and the competition as well. And then we put an initial investment, and then if that grows, we invest more. If we gain losses from that, then we try to back out of it. Or if we see that there's potential for growth, then we may even invest even more, even if we lost, because we see that potential there.
how many times you have traded? When I say traded, that means um, in terms of sold. How many times you have sold your equity?
Right. I can get you the exact numbers, but I believe we've sold about 20 times maybe. We've also like bought 20 times as well.
So, is that how your investment strategy is going to be in next $100,000?
No, see, that's why we have that 1 year experience. So originally what we did was we'd see a loss and then we'd immediately back out from it. But throughout the competition, we were able to realize that, okay, if we stick around with a certain company that we believe has a lot of exponential growth, then we can come back, then we can stick with that even if there is a dip in the market. We can stick with that company and we're able to grow it. This is exactly what happened with Nurix technology. Originally, there was a dip in the market. We lost about 33%, but we stuck with the company, and we were able to come back and make, I think, a total of 31.98%.
So, what was your final numbers, your portfolio?
So this time around, we weren't able to make that much. We only gained about 8.8% for $108,802. But I just like to let you know that we were able to play another competition with this as well, and in that we made about $37,000. The reason for our immense, like not that immense gain on this one was due to our initial investments where we lost a lot of money. I think we originally were down $32,000, and we were able to gain back about $40,000.
So, do you think that if this competition was, let's say, extended for another 6 months, you can easily recover your lost money?
Oh yeah, for sure. I believe that within another quarter, we would be able to gain maybe $30,000 to $40,000.
Do you have any question for me?
No,
All right, guys, fantastic. Thank you.
thank you.